Hello everyone, welcome back to Crystal Diaries, and in this video we are going to deal with communication, acceptance and revocation of proposals and the modes of revocation. I think in our previous videos we have completed about the proposal, acceptance and the various rules regarding valid proposal and valid acceptance. Now we are going to learn about the very important element, that is communication. As we know that communication is very important both in the case of proposal and also in the case of acceptance. So let's begin. But before that, please bring your Bayer Act and a notebook with a pen so that we can read the Bayer Act simultaneously and we can note down the important points, whatever comes in our way. So let's begin. So section 3 of the Act says communication, acceptance and revocation of proposals. So the communication of proposals, the acceptance of proposals and the revocation of proposals and acceptance respectively are deemed to be made by any act or omission of the party proposing it, accepting it or revoking, by which he intends to communicate such proposal, acceptance or revocation, or which has the effect of communicating it. Now let's break the sentence to understand it easily. Okay, the first part is the communication of proposal. Next, the acceptance of proposals. Next, the revocation of proposals and acceptance respectively. It tells about three things: communication of proposal, acceptance of proposal and the revocation of proposal and acceptance are deemed to be made. How is it made? Are deemed to be made by any act or omission of the party accepting or revoking. But how? By which he intends to communicate such proposal, acceptance or revocation, or which has the effect of communicating it. So three things are here, that if you want to communicate your proposal or the acceptance or the revocation, so you have to communicate by doing such an act or omitting something in such a manner. There are two manners in which he intends to communicate or which has the effect of communicating it. Okay. Now let's move to section 4. Communication when complete. So when will we understand that whether a communication is complete or not? Now section 4 says the communication of a proposal is complete when it comes to the knowledge of the person to whom it is made. Okay. So in this section 4 there are two parts. First one is the communication of proposal and the other one is communication of acceptance. So when the communication of proposal is complete, now when it comes to the knowledge of the person to whom it is made. Now let us have a look at the illustration. The illustration says A proposes by letter to sell a house to B at a certain price. Now the communication of the proposal is complete when B receives the letter. Okay. Now the communication of an acceptance. Now how is that complete? Now we have to understand that in two different manner. The communication of an acceptance is complete in two different ways, as against the proposer and as against the acceptor. So when is the communication of acceptance complete against the proposer? When it is put in course of transmission to him so as to be out of the power of the acceptor. Okay. Now the proposer has put the letter or put the proposal in a course of transmission and now it is out of the power of the acceptor. Okay. Now let us understand when the communication of an acceptance is complete. So the communication of an acceptance is complete in two different ways for both the proposer and the acceptor. So the communication of an acceptance is complete against the proposer when it is put in a course of transmission to him so as to be out of the power of the acceptor. So whoever the acceptor is, he has accepted and he has written his acceptance in a letter and he has put that in to transmission. Okay, so now it is out of the power of the acceptor, so it is deemed that the communication is complete as against the proposer. But when is the communication complete as against the acceptor? Now when it comes to the knowledge of the proposer. Now let us have a look on the illustration to understand it more easily. Now B accepts A's proposal by a letter sent by post. So the communication of the acceptance is complete when? As against A, when the letter is posted, and as against B, when the letter is received by A. Okay. Now let us move to the communication of a revocation is complete. Now we studied about the communication of proposal and acceptance. Now let us learn about revocation. So the communication of a revocation is complete as against the person who makes it. Means whoever is revoking, as against that person it is made when it is put into a course of transmission to the person to whom it is made, so as to be out of the power of the person who makes it. Okay. Now we can see the illustration. In the next page you can see A revokes his proposal by telegram. The revocation is complete as against A when the telegram is dispatched. Okay. Now when to know that when is it complete, when the revocation is complete as against the person to whom it is made? When that comes to the knowledge of such person. Now see, it is complete as against B when B receives it. Okay. Now B revokes his acceptance by a telegram. Now B's revocation is complete as against B when the telegram is dispatched, and as against A when it reaches him. I think you're clear with this part. Now let us understand the revocation of proposals and acceptance. Section 5 is the relevant section, which says that a proposal may be revoked at any time before the communication of its acceptance is complete as against the proposer, but not afterwards. Okay, so you can revoke it at any time, but before the communication of the acceptance is complete. Once the acceptance is communicated, after that you cannot revoke it. So let us have a look on the illustration. A proposes by a letter sent by B to sell his house to B. A may revoke his proposal at any time before or at the moment when B posts his letter of acceptance, but not afterwards. Okay. Now when an acceptance can be revoked? So the acceptance may be revoked at any time before the communication of the acceptance is complete as against the acceptor, but not afterwards. Okay. Now let's have a look on the illustration. B accepts the proposal of A by a letter sent by post. B may revoke his acceptance at any time before or at the moment when the letter communicating it reaches A, but not afterwards. Okay, suppose B accepts the proposal and he sends that to A that yes, I want to buy it. But later he realized, no, I don't want to buy anything, or I don't want to make any contract. So he has to refuse that. So what he does, he sends another letter by telegram, okay, which reaches usually faster than the previous letter. So if the person receives both the letter at the same time, then the revocation will be valid. Now, we learned about all these things. We need to know how can we revoke one thing. So how is revocation made? So the important provision in this regard is section 6. A proposal is revoked by the communication of notice of revocation by the proposer to the other party. So you can write a notice or you can communicate in the form of a notice to the person. Second one is by the lapse of time prescribed in each proposal or in such proposal for its acceptance. If there is a time limit that you have to accept the offer within 2 months of time, if that 2 months lapses or it is over, the revocation is automatically made. Now in case if no time is prescribed, then by lapse of reasonable time without communication of acceptance. Now, what is reasonable time? That is again a matter of fact. Now, what is the third mode of revocation? By failure of the acceptor to fulfill a condition precedent to the acceptance. As I had told that there might be proposal in which conditions are mentioned, that you have to do this condition so that it will amount to acceptance, but you do not fulfill that condition, so the proposal is revoked. Now, by death or insanity of the proposer. Now, if the proposer dies or if he becomes insane, in that case, if the fact of death or insanity comes to the knowledge of the acceptor before acceptance, then the proposal is also revoked. So with this, we complete about the communication of acceptance and revocation of the proposals as well as acceptance and the modes of revocation. And for any other video relating to contract, you can check out my playlist. Until then, please take care and keep on revising. Thank you.